it, Stephanie. It's Saturday, November 27. Where did this year go to? It just flew right out the window. Time goes by so fast. It's unbelievable. Okay? So, what's new besides the time flying by? Well, work was good. It's very busy. It's the holiday season. Black Friday was yesterday. And I do notice a big difference with this year and last year's Black Friday. Of course, COVID-19 has impacted everything, including Black Friday. You don't see the level of traffic that you did before COVID-19. People are going out shopping, but man, my store was hoping to make $500,000, but they didn't make $500,000. They made more like 380 million. So, of course, managers are never really satisfied. They always push for the most. But having dealing with the COVID-19 and people cutting back on their spending and the inflation going up, am I surprised? No. Have you seen what the gas prices are? It's ridiculous. Almost $4 a gallon. Crazy. It's at $3.30 for regular unleaded, and then it's $3.60 and then $3.80 a gallon. It's just crazy. So, anyways, before I continue, I want to say thank you to all of my subscribers who have been supporting my channel all year long. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. If you're just visiting my channel, okay, and you're browsing through my videos, and if you see something that resonates with you, please consider hitting that subscribe key, but don't forget to hit that top bell so you get notifications of all my uploads. More when we return. So, what has been on my mind besides the trip to visit my family, and what's on my mind besides the possibility still of relocating? For the past 2 years, I have been giving some thoughts to also a possibility of a van life. What's a van life? How many people are familiar with other people on YouTube living a van life? Having a YouTube channel and documenting your life and being in front of the camera, sharing your life with people that you don't know, it takes a lot of guts to do. You have to really feel comfortable with sitting in front of the camera for hours, days upon days, and talking about your life and sharing your life with the world. Okay? And everybody has something unique and different to share. And my channel may or may not resonate with everybody. This I know. And this is why I'm grateful for my subscribers that I have. My channel is nothing fancy. It's real. It's about me, my conversations, my daily life. As most of you know, I am a transgender woman, okay? And I've lived a pretty normal life before I came out to my family and my friends. And I've been living in Florida for about 20 years. And it hasn't been easy. It hasn't been hard. I've had ups and downs. I had peaks and valleys. But I don't mean to get off on a tangent and talk about my life experiences like this. And it's just, I'm just trying to say that sharing my life on camera, live sometimes, with people, not everybody's willing to do. Some people don't even want to show their face on a camera. I don't have a lot of friends. I can count my friends on my hands. I have 10 fingers. I got more than 10 friends, but compared to some people's Facebook, I don't have a lot of friends. In my Facebook, I get about 60 people, most of which I do not know. They friended me, I accepted. There's a few that I know. And I only have one family member in my Facebook, and it's my aunt that I've never met, who lives in Portugal, in Lisbon, Portugal. Okay, so let's get back to what the subject's going to be about. It takes a different kind of person to commit to themselves to sharing their lives with the world. Okay? Doing this is a lot like a reality show, sort of. And it's not for everyone. Okay? I check out other people's YouTube channels on different subjects. I don't resonate with everybody's YouTube channel. So, the thing that's been on my mind for the past couple of years, of which I began to start talking about, is the possibility of living a van life. I mentioned it briefly in the past on my YouTube channel. And one of the things that interests me and attracts me to that is the freedom. The freedom to do what you want and go where you want and not be tied down to a job or certain responsibility. Okay. I am a single woman. Okay. I'm 56 years old. I have never traveled. I am intrigued by other people who are living a van life. Okay? One of the things that intrigues me is traveling the country. Okay? I'm not talking about 4 weeks or 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I'm talking about permanently. Okay? Being 56 years old and being in a position for which I'm not ready to retire is my number one challenge. Should I work until I retire to do this? Should I sell my home and use the money to buy a decent size van or RV to live from for a few years and travel the country and see part of the world? A little while ago, I said that the gas prices has shot up. I would imagine to some degree that the gas prices are the way that they are would affect anybody who's living from their van. Okay. The cost of living has gone up in this year alone. Inflation is through the roof. Okay. I'm a single person, and I can honestly say that when I go grocery shopping, I see a difference on what my money can buy. Okay. I don't have a mortgage. I can sell this home and pick up and leave anytime I want. Just sell it and go. Okay. I don't have no big debt. Okay? But the only time I can see myself doing this is when I retire. If I was to get up and just quit my job now and live off the proceeds that I get from selling this house, that money wouldn't last. Okay? Would I have to find a job that I can do while on the road, while I'm discovering the country? I don't know. A lot do. I've seen some single women and single people out living a van life. Some of them are couples, which make it a lot easier. Some of them are already retired and drawing an income, either Social Security or some kind of retirement investment that they started when they were young. So me being in my position, I don't have the biggest savings in the world. Yes, I have a 401k, and yes, I have an IRA. Those would take a hit if I was to withdraw them to start a van life. But I gotta tell you something. It's mighty interesting watching people driving from state to state, whether in Canada or the US, and just driving the country, living from their van and having experiences which otherwise you would not experience from just being in a home with a roof over your head, getting up every morning and going to work and coming back in the evening and then repeating the cycle all over again. I do find it intriguing, but I'm the type of person that I could have a negative person on my shoulder and a positive person on this shoulder, like two devils or two angels fighting it out and saying, "It's a great idea, Steph. Go ahead, do it. You can travel the world. You can stop at great places and take some great videos. You have a drone now. You can fly overhead or some beautiful canyons and videotape the river. And you can cook your meals from the van while parked and witnessing the Grand Canyon. Or or just meeting other people that you've never met before, experiencing things that you never thought of." But then on the other shoulder, I can have the devil say, "You'll never make it. You have to be careful. What if somebody breaks into your van and tries to harm you? What if your stuff gets stolen? What if you have mechanical problems?" So that's the mind of a Gemini. One time it feels like a great idea. Other times it's not so good. I could have a great idea now, and then by the time I wake up in the morning, nah, that's a terrible idea. It's not going to work. Everybody does that. With me, I have to be solid, sure that I have all my ducks in a row before I take such a big step like this. All right? But it would be an adventure. And it would be nice to meet someone who has the same ideas that you could travel the country with. There are a lot of van lifers out there travel alone, them with their pets, or their spouses or their partners or their girlfriends or boyfriends or something. Sure, it's more interesting, but you can still experience adventures and experience certain freedoms without having anybody to go going by yourself, of course. And I can tell you for sure that there'd be a lot of stories to tell while you're on the road, from the things you experience, whether bad or good, or meeting new people, meeting the wrong kind of people, meeting the right people, getting assistance from people, getting directions and stuff like that, and ideas. There'd be a lot of adventures that you can share on your YouTube. As appealing as it sounds, right now where I am in my life, with thinking of relocating up north, it probably wouldn't be a good idea. And there's a part of me that says I'd have to give up everything in this home, let it go with the sale of the home, or sell it. It wouldn't make sense to take your stuff and put it in storage and then have costs that go with that, because those are costs that you could have had to contribute to your van life. One of the challenges I thought about was, okay, so now I've sold my home, I have all this money in my account, my savings or my checking account, whatever, that's there for a rainy day. I have a vehicle that I have to upkeep. I have registrations that I have to pay every year. Insurance, okay? Where do I get my mail to? Some people get their mail at a P.O. box, or some people have their mail delivered to a sibling or a family member to get for them. And with today's technology, quite frankly, with having direct deposit every single week or every single month, a lot of these things can be emailed to you. You can pay them right online. You can pay your registration online. You can pay your car insurance online. That I'm already doing, you know. So that's already solved, actually. Sometimes our minds create objects, you know, that get in your way. And basically, some long, deep thinking and processing would get rid of those negative thinking and stuff. But I think I'm the kind of person that would benefit and have the strength to have a van life. But I have to have the creature comforts of home too. So it can't be a regular van. It might have to be a Class C van, if I'm saying it correct, or a Class A, like an in-between mid-length, you know, with a big bed and with necessities, with solar panels on the roof, and with some type of power grid that I never have to worry about, for sure. And then having the mind that I have, I will start thinking, okay, now I got it down on paper. These are my plans. I picked out the van I want. I've decided what in the house I'm going to keep and what I'm going to let go or sell. I'm all set to go now. But the other half of my mind would say, what would your friends think? Would they think that you're in and out, in the dumps? You're broke, you're bankrupt, or you're homeless? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think van life is catching on to a lot of people. Just a couple of weeks ago, I was driving back from St. Pete. Okay, and I was at Treasure Island where I made some videos with my drone. On the way back, I stopped and I saw a woman with a van at the beach by the highway, just chilling with her dog, running in the water, and she was just right there. I can see clearly because her van was wide open. I can see all her stuff inside, and she clearly was alone. There was nobody else with her. So she was passing through, okay? I like that idea. So I think I'm going to keep the idea in the back burner, and I'm kind of going to be going up north to visit my family, and I'm going to be paying a visit to Rhode Island where I want to live, and look around and talk to some people, go to one of the stores that's similar to mine's up there, and see if I can do a job transfer, and what are the pros and cons. I've discussed the pros and cons already, and I got to go up there firsthand and meet people and talk to people and to see if it's worthwhile me living up there, even though it's so much more expensive. Okay, it's 2.5 times more expensive than living here just to have a place over my head. Okay, I know that I would sell this place and take the proceeds and stick it in the bank while I go to work. It's nice to have a nest egg, but is that something I want to do, you know? There's a lot more behind that's going on in my mind to just going up there. Yeah, I'm doing it for me, but I'm also hoping to build my relationship with my family, make a stronger bond with my family, my son, namely. But how are they doing? How have they been doing? You know, they're doing fine. My son's doing fine. My son doesn't call me. I don't even know if he receives my text messages. He never returns my messages. My brothers are both married now, and my sister's got her own life. My parents are going to be going back to Portugal in a month or two. And by the way, they have no idea that I'm going up there. The only one who knows is my brother, who's going to pick me up at the airport. So this is what's on my mind today. This is what's on my mind today. These thoughts. What do I want to do with my life? Because right now, quite frankly, I'm just like living a Groundhog Day here in my life. I wake up every single morning and then I go to work, and then I come back in the evening. I kind of chill out. I make my videos and I make my food to eat. I'll probably go downtown and just check out the crowd or plan something, which I very seldomly do, with a friend. You know, I check my email, I see what's on television, I do some reading, I do some researching. So that's how my life is right now. It's a single life. It's a life of a single person who has normal activities, go to work, come home, go for a ride to the beach, mess with my drone, think about where I'm going to film, think about what I'm going to talk about on my YouTube channel. And that's my life right now. It's very simple, you know. So I think if I do one of the two things, either move up north to Rhode Island to live or stay here until one day have a van life, either one is a big change for me. It's a big change for me again. So anyways, that's the conclusion of today's discussion on my channel. And of course, topics, different conversations come up all the time in my mind. And as soon as they come up on my mind, I want to talk about them right away. I don't want to let them die off, because then it's not interesting to talk about. But I hope you guys have a nice evening. I'm gonna go chill. I'm gonna take a nice hot bath, and then I'm gonna go to bed early because I gotta get up early tomorrow, and then I have Monday off. So hope you guys have a nice night. Be seeing you guys soon. Take care.